Roblox. When it comes to holidays, they usually like to create an event of some type that offers players a chance of earning seasonal gifts in a game built by the people at Roblox themselves. The most interesting one that I want to talk about today is Blockstober 2013, the Halloween event that Roblox hosted. What a crazy time that was. The first official mention of a Halloween event was in the 2013 virtual BloxCon.
Sorkus and the games team are hard at work on developing a spectacular Halloween level. It's probably the biggest level we've ever created. Going to be filled with a lot of really cool surprises, tricks, treats, some characters. Do we have the characters up? All right, the characters are up. So these are actually some initial. They're pretty close to what they're going to look like, but characters that you'll find in game. They're actually staff members, devs, mods, admins. In their Halloween costumes, you'll be encountering them, and they will be issuing you some interesting challenges as part of the Halloween level. So that's going to be really cool. That'll be starting part way through October, but we're really looking to make October. We're not just going to celebrate Halloween on Halloween. We're going to celebrate Halloween pretty much the whole month of October. So a lot of really cool stuff to look forward to. Great new items, Halloween gifts, which is a tradition here at Roblox, and then this spectacular Halloween level that Sorkus and the games team are working on. So we're really, really excited about that. I think you guys are going to be really pumped about it when you get into it, and we'll see if you survive.
Up to this point, Roblox has had many Halloween events in the past. Started with the Halloween Paintball in 2009, followed by the Halloween Capture the Flag in 2010, and then the Halloween Paintball of 2011. When October approached, Roblox started off the Halloween season by putting gifts in the catalog that you can buy, and over time, players would be given an accessory that you'd receive for buying that gift. Roblox also held a costume contest, where players could submit costume designs and the community would vote on whose ideas were the best. Everything was well received up to this point, but the real thing everyone was waiting for was the official game that Roblox was making for Halloween. This is where opinions became negative. After 17 days into October, Roblox finally released their game, Halloween 2013, The Witching Hour. Except it was actually a teaser page they released. After half a month of waiting, Roblox gave their players an uncompleted game that you could access with the low price of 1,000 Robux, which is equivalent to $10. On their teaser page, they go into what is going to be in the game, ranging from pets to consumables, and bragging, of course, about how this will be the largest Roblox game ever. 20,000 by 20,000 studs of adventure, they say. This was a disappointment for most Robloxians. They finally released a game that the developers were hyping up to the community only to restrict it to people who were willing to pay an outrageous price for an incomplete version of a game that was going to be free anyways, according to the developers. Sadly, there was no heads up as to when it would be open to the public. Players just had to wait and see. It took 4 days before it was finally free and open to everyone. Despite the distasteful release of the game, most of the complaints people had about the Halloween event was the game itself. Let's talk about it. The story of the game is this. A wicked witch named Bloxhilda has secretly been plotting to conquer and rule the city of Bloxburg, where the game takes place, and it's up to you to stop her. On your adventure, you will acquire costumes and consumable items alongside your trusty companion. The real goal for most players was to get Bloxikins, which you could get by doing quests given to players by NPC Roblox admins that were in the game. Depending on how many Bloxikins you collected will determine what prizes you will get when the Halloween event ends. This is probably the biggest disappointment of the event. The whole game was just a collectathon. Now, a game where you collect things isn't inherently bad. Take, for example, the 2013 egg hunt. You would go around a big map collecting eggs, but how you would acquire eggs and where they usually were was different for each egg. The Witching Hour was not like this. To acquire quest items, consumables, or costumes, you would simply walk up to a house on the map, knock on the door, enter a battle arena with randomly generated monsters, to fight or chests to open, and then get a randomly generated consumable costume piece or quest item for your troubles. It did not matter what house you went to on the map. The chances of getting what you wanted were always the same. The only reason given to travel around the entire map was to interact with the other quest givers. With this being the case, it caused more frustration than fun in the Roblox community. Since the map was so big, it took players forever to do quests, since all the quests were just the player collecting lots and lots of items and bringing them back to the NPC that asked for it. Doesn't help that the prizes were randomized, which in itself makes the process of collecting Bloxikins even longer and harder. Most players said that it was almost impossible to acquire all Bloxikins in the 18 days that players had before the event ends, without buying the Hallow Cycle, an in-game item that can help you travel across the map faster, which you can buy with the low price of 999 Robux. There were also many complaints about bugs and lags plaguing the game, but those problems differed from player to player, so I won't say that it was the biggest problem when considering this event game a failure. Overall, the repetitiveness of the game and troublesome giant map is what made it negative. Bloxtober 2013, I would say, wasn't a complete disappointment. If you were just a kid who just wanted to have fun and wasn't obsessed with collecting Bloxskins, you can make some memories from this. Personally, for me, I don't have any real strong feelings on whether this was a hit or miss. What I feel needs to be said, though, is this game was still a product of a time when Roblox was passionate about what they did. This game still represents a time when Roblox wanted to try and make a fun event for their player base. A time where the community outreach was the most important. And while it seems as though they missed player expectations after their successful egg hunt event that happened previously, I would never say that this event is what ruined Roblox events. I would give that to the future holiday events that became sponsor events, but that's a story for another time. Given more polish and features, Bloxtober 2013 could have been the Halloween event for the history books. Thank you for watching this. I hope you may have learned something or enjoyed this video. I would also like to say, by the time that you see this, Merry Christmas, and I hope to have more stuff to come next year. Have an awesome day. That was good, wasn't it?